There is so much information which is freely available for anyone who takes the time and makes the effort to look. Every war is an information war these days.
We, the media, have been moved about 5 kilometres away from where we were yesterday.
No one actually knows how the Syrian government of President Bashar al-Assad is going to treat these prisoners once it takes control.
What we're seeing now with Turkey's incursion into Syria, there is a lot of, I think, indecision and uncertainty amongst the international community about how to respond. Whoever dominates the narrative will then have a really significant impact on policy making. Political bots, political automation, political misinformation campaigns have been very active in Turkey over the recent years. Where I started with this was looking for, just kind of looking at the relevant hashtags and looking at sort of what I could see there that sort of looked a little bit strange. I think there are authentic Turkish people who are using this hashtag, but it's also very clearly being pushed. There is also a very clear level of automation going on there. So I spent a bit of time looking at sort of one account called Fontaine de Paix, which is Operation Peace Spring in French. I looked at it about 3 days after it was started and it had 5,700 followers. And you can see less than a week later it's got 14,000 followers. That kind of growth would be phenomenal if it was real. I do not believe that it is real. So I scraped the followers of this account and I had a look at some of them. This is one of the accounts that's following them. You can see it's got 16 tweets, it's got 14 followers, it's got the website in its bio is for a company which essentially helps you to boost your accounts. You'd be surprised how sloppy people are sometimes, and as an investigator that is a wonderful thing. This is an account which I came across when I was monitoring the hashtags. It's been incredibly active over the last couple of days. Very fluent, well-written English. But if you sort of come down, she was tweeting in Turkish. Before that, she was tweeting back in 2013 about very kind of bot content, you know, craziest year ever. Check out Jib Jab's hilarious 2013 year in review. It's actually changed owners because there's a big market selling and reselling these bots. What I did was I pulled out the image and I would go and do a reverse image search. And here she is in mypornstarbook.net. And here is a name, Veronica Avlov. I don't know if you can show that on TV, but it is possible that Veronica Avlov is operating a Twitter account under another name with her own photo and she's very passionate about Turkish politics. That is a possibility. I would be very surprised if Turkey weren't involved at some level, but we wouldn't make any sort of direct allegations to the government at this stage. Sometimes it comes kind of full circle. So you see the state media reporting that, you know, such and such a hashtag is trending on Twitter, and then you see that automation of that hashtag. It's building its own momentum rather than necessarily that momentum coming organically. Governments are increasingly having troll farms, which use a combination of automation but also humans who are just paid very small amounts to just post endless comments online. And that actually makes it much more difficult to separate what are the authentic real users. You don't want to undermine those people's freedom of speech or anything like that. But at the same time, it is important to call out when misinformation is deliberately being spread. A little bit of a bloodhound in you, I think. You sort of have to have a question and be absolutely determined that you are going to find the answer, regardless of how long it takes or how boring it gets. There is an enjoyment in that that little like eureka moment where it's like, I've got you.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.